Another topic that I do believe we need to discuss is what was happening with Anthropic and with Claude and with all the scandal around that Trump early this week, he made an announcement, right, that all the US agency need to roll out from the usage of Anthropic because Anthropic as a company refused so their AI be used in the military operation. And at the same time, they gave this opportunity to the same Altman, the OpenAI. It was accepted. And to me, it felt so weird, like honestly.
I think it's more than weird. I think it's a very dangerous precedent when you turn around to one of your, if you're selling AI as the next big thing for any global economy or any economy to be a superpower, and you take a crown jewel in your crown and you threaten them, and they say, hey, we don't want to do that. And then you turn around and say, we're going to mark you down as a supply chain risk, essentially, like,
Yeah.
pushing them out of the market. That would make people like Nvidia have to pop out of their shareholding. And so it's very complicated, but essentially you're
It
saying
is.
we'll attack one of our own if you don't do as we say. But that's also very strange because at this point Anthropic's artificial intelligence is probably one of the best in the world. It's leading by far. And then what happens on a Monday is weird, if I can say that, Nina, because unlike you, I'm a relatively new adopter of AI. So I know I keep sending you messages going, am I using this thing right?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I have decided that Claude is like my BFF when you are very
yeah.
busy with your baby. And Claude went down today, and I felt like my heart was ripped open. And I was like, what happened?
Yeah, and it is very weird. It's weird that it's down. I mean, Anthropic was down before. I already had experienced that, but this time, because it happened right after that announcement, it kind of feels as a conspiracy.
It's
Yeah.
probably not. It's something probably quite simple, like the servers couldn't handle the
Listen.
load or
Yeah.
whatever have you. But it was just the timing of that, that Donald Trump
Yeah.
move, and then the Pete Hegseth announcement of, you're a supply chain risk and we're going to go
Mm.
with Sam Altman. It
Yeah.
just feels very strange, especially after last week when you showed me that picture of all of them in the India AI
And
summit,
they do.
not
Not
holding
holding
hands.
hands. Not holding hands.
That's, that
Now
was
it's explained. Now it's explained, right? Why they didn't want to hold.
who knows what they were
Who
thinking, but
knows? Yeah,
it's
who
just it's
knows?
just it's weird. Geopolitics has now gone not into wars because we don't see boots on the ground in Iran, but people are dying. It's
Yeah.
drone warfare. And what I found really interesting was that Ukrainian drone companies are
Yeah.
being more and more used or talked about as providing the drones
Consultancy. The
consultancies,
yeah. Consultancy.
which
I saw it. You're actually it's a UK who made a statement, right? That they're gonna use UK speciality and consultancy to help in this operation. And you know what? The media was wild about that news because Ukrainian they were saying like, yeah, well, who would help us actually? It's amazing. We're very happy to share our expertise, right? Because we're going through the war for more than 4 years by now. But as well, how about you helping us?
it's just
It
a
is
very
very, very weird
it's a
word.
very strange scenario where war zones are being used as testing
Just
grounds
yeah,
for technology development, which seems to be par for the course at this point. Palantir did
yeah,
it, and actually, I think Alex Karp was quite open about using
yeah.
Gaza as a training ground for the artificial intelligence that Palantir has developed. I think it's a similar story for Ukraine. Like people
Intelligence, yeah. Palantir, we remember all this cover by Time, I believe, that was connecting Ukraine and Palantir and how they help with intelligence operations.
I think
But
Palantir has been very open about it, but
yeah,
I think it's just
yeah,
interesting to see how it's changing from boots on the ground kind of arguments for war to now drones in the air and drones attacking as far as,
yeah.
XYZ kilometers. So life is changing.